ConnoiShoer in the building.
See my soul, you see my shoes.
We are.
So that's why, yeah, that's how we
ConnoiShoer in the building.
See my soul, you see my shoes.
We are.
So that's why, yeah, that's how we
ConnoiShoer in the building.
See my soul, you see my shoes.
We are.
So that's why, yeah, that's how we
ConnoiShoer in the building.
See my soul, you see my shoes.
We are. I got the custom kicks with custom flips. Stepping outside on some custom ish. Ooh, I'm just telling, shoestrings so cold. I caught a felon. I got the custom sneaks with NIKKI G. A-Rob and TIFF so clean. I'm talking soul to soul, show to show. It's the ConnoiShoer. My shoes are better than yours.
Where do you see my kicks? Where do you see my kicks? Heat check. Where do you see my kicks? Where do you see my kicks? Heat check. Where do you see my kicks? Where do you see my kicks? Heat check. Where do you see my kicks?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the ConnoiShoer. We got my sis Tiff to my right. I am your girl, NIKKI G, and we have a very special guest, a very special show today. We got none other than Lady JB in the building.
Let's go.
Our very first all ladies episode.
Ladies night.
Turn up.
So, you know, if I were a singer like JB, I would bust out with a little bit of ladies first. But, you know, we out here.
They're not ready for it.
It's about to be a lot of fun today.
Yeah.
JB, like your bio is ridiculous. So we're going to get into it. And I feel like only you can really explain the life of JB.
Oh, yeah.
So that hot topic is coming. But we're going to start it out with another hot topic, which is sneak heat. So what's some heat in the streets that you guys have been rocking with or are looking forward to?
Shoot, what's coming up? I just saw these. I mean, you know, Jordan is always dropping something at some point. He's got some bangers coming out. I'm a sucker for some red and black anything. Mm-hmm. So he definitely got those ones coming, and I'm very excited to see those on a whole bunch of people.
Mm-hmm. On a whole bunch of people. That is fact. I'm
sure. I know it.
Were you rocking with the lipstick 14s, the lows?
No, not for me. I'm not a low fan at all.
Okay.
Head high, give me thigh. I don't know. The lows maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's just on me, but it's just not as fire as, you know, some mids or some high tops. I love them.
Yeah. Definitely agree with that. I'll say, and even, you know, there aren't too many 14s that I even rock with that much. Just, you know, everybody's got a preference. But I actually did like and cop the Alili May 14 lows,
Fire.
those fortunes. I actually got them right here.
Wait, where they at though?
They coming, you know, like these just hit different. You know,
can you feel it from the gold rapper?
I mean, straight from the gold, you know, like
gold rapper.
And they're lows, but I just felt like these were doing something a little bit different. So I had to go on ahead and cop these. And I was really fortunate because I definitely took an L on the sneakers app. But
I mean, who doesn't take an L on the sneakers app unless you work there? I don't know.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I look up. I looked up this morning.
Come on this morning.
I got a dub this morning on those 13s that dropped.
Obsidians,
the Obsidians.
He's right here though. Look, Alili May has been doing some amazing collaborations. Shout out to her and Jordan for even seeing what they see in her, because she is taking that brand, and for females and males, I think,
absolutely,
to a whole totally different level. These right here, that Jayy, people getting their nails done because they want to look like their shoes.
Yo, there have been some fire combo. There have been some fire nail and sneaker picks. I'm like, it made me want to go to the shop. Like, it's...
Okay, look, maybe you want to get like a little tie-dye sweatsuit popping or something to go with the shoe. It's like, they're it's an art piece. That's why I mess with you so much, man. It's an art piece. I don't even want to put them on my feet. Congratulations on that win for sure.
And I feel like, well, Tiff, is there anything? I know your iconic usual response. What are you looking forward to?
I want a gotta. I want a W on sneakers app.
Okay.
I want.
It's coming. It's coming.
You know what? I want it on something I want. So, and she brings up, well, you got those. I have hit on the few things that I've just been like, I'll just wake up and see. But the things that I've been like, yo, come on, listen, we all got to get on here. We got to get it. And I'm like up and I'm pumped and I'm like, I feel it today. I'm on there and I'm just like, come on now. So, sneakers app, I want you to love me like I've been loving you.
Why
you gotta act like that? You know, so
why you gotta act like I don't
act like that?
Yeah. I believe in you. It's coming. The W is coming.
Listen,
it's gonna be on the ones that you want the most. Well, it's gonna have to be.
I'm gonna see. We gonna see.
Yeah,
they don't get their money.
I'm actually also excited, and I know that we share one collaborator in common just as far as like her fire ideas and how she's across various brands and companies changed the game. And so I'm excited to see all of the female and women's releases because there are some amazing female collaborators that are out here just thinking out of the box and changing the game, you know. And we were talking just before the episode aired, and I feel like you are a perfect person as a fan to go on ahead and break down one of your favorite female artists in the game.
Yeah, you know, I literally love the art of shoes. I love the art of the creation of it. There was a friend I had in college who was like, oh, I want to be a shoe designer. And I was like, I never thought of that. You know, he would come sit down, draw his shoes out, like, this is what the sole is going to look like, and this is what the tongue is going to be. And then it was like, wow, there's a science to all of this, you know? Yeah. And so ever since forever, you know, since I could be swaggy, it had to be the shoe. Somebody that I feel like embodies that from head to toe, from clothing to the, you know, to what's on her feet is Melody Shani. I mean,
absolutely. Come on.
I had the pleasure of getting to interview her a couple years ago. She's a great spirit. She's doing amazing things, like you said, crossing brands, crossing bridges, lifting ceilings for women. I think Alili wouldn't be able to do what she's doing.
100%.
And I haven't seen them sit on the panel together at
I
all.
would love to see
that.
it. Yeah.
Come on, let me host that. But I would love to see it.
I mean, we'd love to be in the background.
You know, like, you bring the table, y'all sit on this side, I sit on this side, let's do it.
All ladies are welcome to the shoe. Pull up.
Real talk. Because that's something I would love to see, and something that I would aspire to even just like, damn, women do get along and can, you know, collaborate and figure on ways to make sneaker culture even bigger than it already is. And NIKKI always talks about, you know, collaboration and diversity and inclusion and all this stuff. And I think they're really taking it to another level now.
There's a company organization, they've got an Instagram, and I love just the whole premise and the spirit of it, and it's Her Grails.
Okay.
And that's what they're about. Female sneaker influencers, you know, creators, collaborators, and also, you know, Black owned, Black run. We're all about that here. And they really just make sure that they highlight what's being done, and, you know, even from the influencing, how women are also pushing the culture and, you know, turning things, you know, making a change, because it's happening. It's just that we got to work a lot harder for it to be seen. I've had some of the same shoes as dudes, and they're like, yeah, like that's, you know, that's cool for a girl, and I'm like, you got them, bro. Like,
what you mean?
Are you a girl? Like, you know, the oh yeah, like you could wear those because you're a lady for certain things, and I'm like, but you know, I got the UNCs to the shy to UNCs on display, and for sure when I got my pair, there were a lot of dudes that were up there picking up their pairs too. So this idea that it's lady shoes and guy shoes, we've been rocking you guys' shoes because we had no choice for how long. Like when all y'all gave us was purple, pink, and silver. We like more than that.
I got some purples for sure, but pink, not my thing. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm so glad that there was some woman in the room or some wife, girlfriend, something, you know, after a meeting who was like, you know, we like other colors, right?
We're one consumers of everything anyway. We buy the groceries, we damn sure buying the shoes. We're buying our own shoes, we're buying the kids' shoes, we're buying our husband's shoes because he don't know how to swag it out. You know what I'm saying? And the part that is, which baffles my mind, is like, y'all didn't think to put women in the room when tennis shoes were being made? We're not wearing heels 24/7.
Right.
My feet are not for the gaze of you all the time. And sometimes, baby, my toe's not done. I'm putting some tennis shoes on.
I would love a close.
Like,
sometimes
I need to be cute at the soccer game. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like that.
So that's why it's been so exciting, especially, I'd probably say, the last 3 to 4 years. With Melody, like, you know, and I do feel like Melody was one of the first who really, in recent years, went ahead and broke that ceiling, you know, because we were seeing every once in a while, maybe an athlete had, you know, you had like the, like Sue Bird, we had a little bit, but we weren't getting it to the point where it was like, oh no, this was completely, you know, from jump, this was completely designed, and the concept was completely coming from the female mind. And it's not to say one is any better than the other, but, you know,
I think even with the rise of like the WNBA and like how they started in 1998, 1996, somewhere around there, and like Lisa Leslie becoming this like icon, but nobody was looking at her shoes. I think it's with the rise of social media, honestly, because now we can see these women, you know, and I get the stereotype about, not even stereotype, it is real that, you know, NBA teams and games and guys and what they look like matter more than what the WNBA looks like, because we're not really looking at them. They're not attractive, or they're too big, or we don't care. That's totally switched. Everybody is looking at T. Cooper's feet and what she got on and what they're walking into the stadium with.
I mean, Candace Parker was out there. Yeah, absolutely. And let's not forget, you know, you have to definitely give it up to Cheryl Swoops, because she had the first female basketball shoe in the history of basketball, and that,
come on and teach me some history.
That absolutely changed the game. You know what I mean? So I feel, as someone, as a matter of fact, we actually went to the very first WNBA game. We went to the Sparks Liberty game at the Forum on opening day, and we're huge basketball fans, be it NBA, WNBA, you know, college. And for us, it was a huge deal.
That was life-changing.
Yeah, like, to see something, because, you know, before that, you were a girl. It was loving basketball. I'm being the NBA. Like, you know, and now it's not just, I'm going to be in the WNBA. I'm going to get a shoe deal. I'm going to get an endorsement. I'm going to be the face of NIKKI, of Reebok, of Adidas, of all these different brands. And I don't have to settle. I can bring my swag to it, and it's going to be so dope that they're going to have to extend side this, because men are going to be trying to figure out how they can get their hands on it too.
I definitely, one of the shoes that just released that I did not get, but I have been waiting to literally, I'm like, I just want to be out one day and see a few people with them on and say, so he beat me, he beat me, he beat me, he beat me.
No.
Because she did, like, and that's the Shimmers, the Jordan Shimmers that just came out.
Oh,
And I
the
really
Okay.
loved them. And I was looking at different reviews and stuff on YouTube, and like every reviewer, that's exactly what they were saying. You know, this is a woman's shoe. It is made from the idea of being in the palette of makeup and so on and so
Got
forth.
it.
However, there's going to be it's going to be unfairly outnumbered how many men are rocking these.
Are gonna have them on.
And
for sure.
and the women were sitting there like,
and that's
I couldn't
in
even
spite
get
of them calling them the lightweight off-white.
yeah. Right.
You know,
Oh, wow.
they were the lightweight
broke man
off-white.
off-whites, the poor man off-whites and all that, and we're going to see plenty of poor men in
Look,
those
if it's a Jordan,
women's
ain't no
off.
poor man buying it. Okay?
Thank you.
Come on, don't do me like
And
that.
I'm talking from Jordan
I
brand
wanted to
Team
be
Jordan.
the poor
Let's
man
stop.
off-whites. I wanted them.
Right. I'll
Like,
take that.
right. I will take that sneaker
Right.
app, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
So.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And just even on that, you know, being that it's all ladies, we talk about how critical the sneaker game is now. You know, oh, the mochas are the broke Travis Scotts. They're this, they're that. Mids are terrible, even though they're selling out. You can only wear mids if you're a lady or a kid. Like, all of the rules to this. There's no rules to this. Put on
There's no
shoes
rules
that
to
you
this.
find to be fly,
There
swag
would
that
you
out, and go
like-
step out
Right.
knowing that you're fired like you knew you were in the mirror. What
We
people
just
say don't
care
change
too
that.
we care too much about what other people talking about, what other people, if they're stepping to you and saying this to your face, then obviously you liked it because you
Right.
thought to come over
You
here
saw
and
it.
say
Right.
to me at all. You could have minded your business. If more people did that, the world would be a better place too, but I digress. But if they came up to you and said anything, it means, number one, you know, you made shoe contact before you made eye contact. And that's
Facts.
all that I wanted you to do anyway.
Facts.
So what you gotta say? You know what I'm saying? I mean, as long as they're not knockoffs, because I just can't deal with the knockoff life. I can't do it. I can't. If you can't buy it for real, then you don't need it. You know what I'm saying? So as long as it's not a knockoff and you have shoes on your feet, more power to you.
Right. 100%. 100%. Like,
Well,
Okay, well, we had a
I wasn't
guest-
even referencing, that part.
Well,
but
you know
yeah.
what? And again, I feel like, and I was 100% with you until
Okay,
one of our
let me hear
guests
it.
that came on, and shout out to Soulmate, but he came on
Soulmate
and
LA.
definitely changed my opinion on that. And the reason why, he was saying, at a certain point, I decided to stop taking L's. The shoes are out here. Someone has them where I can get them. I like the shoe. I want the shoe, and I'm going to get that shoe. And so there were a couple of pair that I was looking at, and I was like, you know, it really makes no sense that the shoe came out for $190, maybe $200, and these bots and this and that are buying them all up, and then we'll go and spend $1,000 on it. And it's like, you know, the fact that, like you said, the artistry of it.
Yeah.
So that's my only now. And literally, I mean, I'm just like that overall. Once something triggers a new thought process in me, I continue to just, you know, further dive into that.
explore that
Yeah. So,
perspective instead of staying on your own.
right.
I
So
totally
now
get
I'm
that for
totally,
sure.
I'm at first I was still like, I don't know though, cause it's fake. Like, it's fake. But now knowing, like you said, the whole artistry of it. So if we take out simply I paid $600 for that $100 shoe that really costs $12.
$6,
You know, it's like,
that somebody in Malaysia built for
Right.
13 cents.
exactly, exactly.
With
So,
like $5 worth of materials.
Exactly.
The markup is crazy. And
It's crazy.
I think I still, I understand why people are going the UA route, the unauthorized route, because it's getting harder for cops. I still haven't really been able to get to a point where I've ventured into that world, but I do understand it. And I do understand, again, like to his point, he's like, I want this shoe. And that's where the conversation ends for me. I don't want to pay $800. And he did his research. I'm not going to give y'all too much. You're going to have to go on ahead and watch the episode for that. But he did his research, and in his explaining that some of these replica people are literally the same factories that are making, and they just make more. And and I'm like, yo, that's pretty wild. You know what I mean? That at least had me say, well, if you're going to do it, like,
do hell. Get the person that did it.
Yeah, listen, like, I almost gave a name and that wasn't going to be right. If so-and-so made that shoe that I got from Nike and then he put 3 to the side for himself, first of all, more power to you because they're not paying you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Play the game how it's supposed to be played.
So, and so in that sense, because it is like, people are out here fronting. People are out here.
Stop
fronting. And at
1,000%. I know, I see the stores that hold the shoes that people are wearing. So I already know the purses that girls are wearing. You know, I'm not a Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Prada, YSL person, and I don't knock nobody that is. But I'm sorry. I got the real kind of bills, and
facts.
If you can't pay for it, if you can't buy from the person that made it, you know, nobody's, I don't think anybody's going to try to, like, knock off Compton Celebrity, but buy from the person, you know what I'm saying? Right,
no. And
you know, get a person their coins for their mind and their brain and their artistry and their creativity, you know what I'm saying? So I can't wang with it.
Okay. And no, that's facts. And the thing is, too, there was someone else who said that Tony D2 Out, he originally used to buy UAs, and he said once he went into business for himself, it changed his mindset because he was like, wait, so I told you guys make those hats. Yeah, and if I don't pick up these hats, you're going to sell them anyway, but it's my hat. I did this. So I think there's so many spectrums.
There's so many levels to it, definitely, especially when you're comparing a major brand such as, you know, Nike or Jordan, to say the creations of like Melody or, you know, something like that. I feel like, again, you just have to fully think about what it is that, why you're getting the shoe, what shoe it is. I mean, I'm not gonna go and do the fake 200 like that, you know, like, okay, it's a pair of Jordans that you went and paid $200 from the swap meet. Totally different for me, it's like the ones that are now going for like, which ones was I looking at? And they're like $8,000. And I'm like, there's nothing. I enjoy the hell out of that shoe. But there's nothing that would make me spend $8,000. $8,000. Yeah. Like, no, it's just
I was watching a clip with Soulja Boy in somebody's store, and they had the gold and black and white ones. They were patent leather, but the swoosh was upside down. And so they were selling them on the wall, $100,000. Soulja Boy walks in, who can clearly afford it. According to him, I don't know.
I was like,
and, he's like, y'all know those shoes gonna stay on that wall forever, right? I'm not paying $100,000 for those shoes. He's like, but the swoosh is upside down, man. He's like, well, what you got them listed for online? So they told him $68,000, and Soulja Boy paid that much for those shoes right then and there.
Listen, don't do that. First of all, just don't do that. But y'all can get into a fire brand that JB mentioned, and we're going to get into it right after this commercial. So take a little look at Compton Celebrity right now. what it is, make sure that y'all gonna head over to Compton Celebrity and pick up your merch today. Nice. We got into it a little bit, but we are officially in this sneak in history, and I'm gonna go ahead and get into and actually allow Tiff and our guest JB to get into this week's This Sneak in History, which is the Reebok question made famous with its original release in 1996 by the 6 foot tall Allen Iverson of Philadelphia.
Number 3.
He definitely put Reebok on his back with that one, and we're happy to see some retros that have come back and some new colorways. And I know it's one of your personal favorites.
Absolutely.
And you got some fire behind you.
You said we're going to get into it. No, I want to sit back and marvel. I want to sit back
let me just make it clear and clear. No question about it.
No question. I see
None.
you.
These babies here are just, can I get into it? Let me get into it. Look, Reebok, for some reason, I feel, and I think a lot of people share the sentiment that they just are not as hot as Nike. I'm sorry. It's just is what it is. I'm sorry. I know, I get it. I'm sorry. But when they do have
Tiff
a
disagrees.
great collaboration, when they do have a great shoe, it's a great
amazing
shoe. You cannot deny it. It's not it's cool. No, it's fire.
That's
and
true.
When I've always been a fan of Allen Iverson's. Iverson's. I always thought there was a dope shoe. I wasn't wearing it. I always had a big foot, and I knew that it was gonna look bulky on me.
Yo,
right?
JB, what size you wear?
This should have been in the paperwork that I discussed.
Oh, no, you don't.
I'm totally kidding. I wear an 8.5 in men, and that's what I'm
we wear an 8.5.
Yeah.
Okay, so
size 10, stand up.
Let's go.
Hey,
women's 9.5, 10. If y'all want to gift any of us with anything,
even if you just want to have something on display, there are shoes that I just don't even care about like that. I would love to. Oh man, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, man.
For sure. So
we stepsisters.
I knew would look bulky. I'm trying to look. These I knew would look bulky on my feet, but I did not care. Melody is honey, has just changed the game, like you said. And when I saw these were my second ones that I caught from her, and I just knew I had to have them. The color, the on the tongue it says "Hold My Own." You know, she's always putting her special message on everything.
Yeah.
I hold my own. Like, what? What you mean? Like,
Bet I do.
Right.
Bet I do. Like, yeah.
20th anniversary. They were perfect silhouette. Like, Tiana Taylor had her collaboration as well with them. And that's like one of my, all-time favorite, like, female everythings.
Mm-hmm.
And I call them my multi-hyphenate women. Like,
absolutely.
Quintessential. I just love her. So these, I had to cop the icy blue bottoms, like just the silky patent leather tip on. I'm happy I paid my little $160. Like, her shoes are the only ones I will
take my money. That shoe to me, literally, if I had to, that shoe embodies phenomenal woman to me. Hands down. Phenomenal woman in a shoe. And it's amazing. Like, I love it.
How do you feel about, when you open up a box from Melody, I feel like there's always some type of extra goodies in there.
Yeah.
So they have like these little things you can put on the shoe, like Velcro on the back, like, just to make it kind of still your own. I love she'll turn the shoe around and make it beautiful, but also still with the creativity and artistry in it, allow you to be yourself in it too. She's super woman empowerment and let's be together, but she's also okay with, stepping apart, and these do that. Even
you can stand together and stand out at the same time.
Absolutely.
And that's what she shows.
when you step in the shoe inside, I'm sure you guys will show it if you can. Like the inside is paisley, that bandana.
Yeah,
I'm wearing that I have on my shorts. The inside
fire
still,
shorts, by the way.
Like she wants you to step into greatness. I feel like I said, "Oh, these are so baby. I love them."
You about to take it to church.
Right.
Step into greatness.
The art makes me feel. The shoe makes me feel.
Hey, listen. You know what makes us feel? Your story, JB, because like I said, no one can tell the story of JB like JB. You are a business owner, a model. Your credits go from interviewing. Y'all can catch her for all of our Raiders fans out there on the sidelines, the field. Like you are out here. So let's get into JB. Like, what got you started? And also a major activist, which we love to see.
Yes.
You know, you're from Compton, we from Watts, we neighbors, hub to the dub, 100%, you know. So we're always excited to see our own out here, not just surviving, but thriving. So let's get into your not survival, but, you know, thriving story. How did you even get started into it?
I love it. Thank you for that. I appreciate it so much. First, I have to say thank you guys for even having me. Thank you, ladies, for having me. This is amazing. I love a good platform, of course, but one that resides and resounds with what I'm about as well. And you guys are taking it to another level, so I appreciate you guys for stepping out on faith and doing what you do. I have a twin sister as well, and just looking at you guys makes me think of her, and she's an artist as well, so...
Wait, we have to clear something up. And it's funny because we were talking about it. She's like, is she a twin? And I was like, she had a post about it, but I don't know if they're like actually twins. And so
everybody knows. Yes, we are real twins.
And do you want to hear something funny? We are not. The face. It looks like your phone froze. She said,
you guys look just alike.
We are not twins
in the least bit,
nor even what is it called? Stair step.
We're not Irish twins either.
Okay, got it.
Tiff is 5 years older than me.
Wow.
Yeah. So at some point we went from this and then it just even.
I'm just giving you a chance to, you know, get on my level. That's all. I'm just giving you a chance to get.
Now, jeez.
Now I'm getting on yours. I mean, we just okay.
It's all good. It's all good.
Shade.
You guys definitely look just alike. I know my twin and I do not look alike, so people don't believe us. They just think we Some people say we do, but I know I'm not crazy.
Well, you guys definitely do look alike for sure. You definitely look like siblings, like 100%.
Oh, we get that we're not even siblings sometimes.
That's funny.
We're actually related. You know how people be like, "Oh, that's my twin," but no,
like
March
no, that's
14th,
my twin.
March.
Oh, okay. Now, and that's the funny thing. We're both March babies too.
What?
Yeah. We're the 1st and the 22nd. So
yeah.
14th.
You right in the middle with us. Yeah.
Oh,
Pisces.
You out.
I'm in Aries.
You're out.
Oh, I know.
Okay. Okay.
You
There's
just crossover. You only got a little bit.
I just missed the cusp date. If you guys are into,
Are any of you guys left-handed?
I am. You're lefty?
I am, and my twin is too.
Hey, we out here. The creative and analytical folks. We out here.
Okay,
yes.
for sure. And I'm a crybaby too, so be nice.
Oh, we don't really do tears a lot, but they are fine. They are accepted. But so, and that's crazy. Yeah. So people who didn't know, we're not twins. We get it very often.
I'm sure.
But yeah, so you grew up as a twin.
Oh shoot! Yeah, I was talking about myself. All right, so I said my thank yous to you guys, which I mean wholeheartedly. Thank you. Support local journalists because that's what you guys are. I went to college at Cal State Long Beach. I majored in journalism as well. Broadcast is definitely what I'm led to, what I want to do. But I more so want to highlight other people's stories. And I knew that I didn't per se want to just be, hello, look at me all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'll definitely introduce myself and make people comfortable. What's going down, y'all? It's your girl, JB. You know what I'm saying? And that's like how I get, they're like, oh, JB, well, who are you and what do you do? No, baby. It's more to me than what you see, yes, but it's more to you than what you do. So what do you do? You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it goes down. From college, I, fell in love and did all that stuff. And I was like, maybe this isn't what I want to do. Maybe I want to just do the normal or the routine, get married, have kids, live the life, that kind of thing. But I promise you guys, I think that God knew that I was for sure like gonna do that. But he was like, no, you're destined for more. So I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma, blood cancer. And after that, it was like, okay, so I wasn't destined to be just a housewife. I'm destined for literally more. I changed my Instagram from just JB, because I was just JB, to more to JB, because there is more to me.
Because there's no just about JB in the least. Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure.
I didn't know that, though. I didn't know that then. And I really celebrate my cancer, which you can find on TEDx.com.
Did y'all hear that?
Say that one more time, please.
I am a TEDx speaker, so you can definitely find Celebrate Your Cancer. My TED Talk on doing just that, celebrating the bad things that happen to you and seeing what good can come out of it if you're blessed to survive that. And I was blessed to see a second chance to God to get things right where I'm supposed to be and what I'm supposed to do. A lot of the times I don't know what that is and where it's leading me, but hey, I'm on the Shoe ConnoiShoer today with TIFF and NIKKI, so I'm happy about it.
We are
like I said, not just surviving, and I feel like there are so many people who get put into a survivor role, and it's like, but there's, like you said, there's so much more to this story.
There's more, man.
That's just one line,
All day. Everybody is somebody. That's what my mantra is for my brand, Compton Celebrity, that I, kind of came out with after I was just seeing how many people cater, pander, slobber, paw, and growl to get next to a celebrity, but you won't even treat your neighbor like they mean anything to you. You can live on the same street and you don't know who lives here.
In your life. Because
in your life, you don't give people their flowers in your life, but you guys want to cry and be sad on a social media platform about people that you've never even met. Yes, they've entered your homes, your ears, your eyes from, a media standpoint. And yes, that's a lane I would like to be in, but never to the point where you're not appreciating the life that you have with the people that you have it with. This pandemic has showed you that. Y'all couldn't even go to movie theaters and concerts like you were going to. Now you're stuck with these people that you say you don't, you care for, but you don't show them that. So show them every day that there's somebody.
Absolutely.
Because people go through stuff that you have no idea about, and they don't feel comfortable to tell you because it don't seem like you care. Somebody cared, bro, and you can't find out unless you communicate. So that's what I'm here for.
And that was a hood love line, though. That was a hood love line. Like, just imagine if you saw somebody having a bad day, and it's like, hey, somebody cared, bro. Somebody cared, bro. And it's like,
imagine that. Like,
and for somebody, somebody actually needs like that moment, like. Because there are so many people who have those moments where it's like, it wouldn't matter anyway, and this and that. Nobody. And it's like, no, somebody cares, bro. Like, hey, that's a shirt. Like,
by Compton Celebrity, somebody cares. No, honestly, don't worry, it's all coming. I want when people to meet me, when they meet me in person or virtually, doesn't matter. I want them to see and feel a genuineness that I really embody my brand. I am what I talk about. I don't play. I really believe that people should be heard regardless of if they're not your kind of black, they're too ghetto, too ratchet, or they're too, why does she talk like that? Does she think she's better than me? No. I just want to make sure you understand what I'm saying. That's all. You know what I mean?
And also understand that we have to stop being so hard on ourselves as black people.
1,000%.
Because
1,000%.
they're not doing that in other cultures.
Absolutely.
We're not, we have to see ourselves as multifaceted. We have to see ourselves as being like, it's a diaspora for a reason. You know,
For sure.
there's not one or two boxes, and there isn't even a box. I've felt since I was a kid, you know, you can't put me here or there. You can't categorize me because I got a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit
Definitely.
of that. And I like this star that I'm building with all these points.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be me without it.
You can't do it. They'll tell you can't do it. They'll tell you to stop. They'll tell you, oh, you can't do everything. JB, you want to do everything. You do this, you do that, you do all of the above. Yeah, I do. And what? And
just give me time. I might be able to.
Let me sort it out a little bit and see what comes of it. And, you know, a lot of people just have a hard time finding what that is at all, so they'll project what they can't find on you. And it's like, let's just help each other find out what it is that we love so we can love each other and love what we do every day. And that's all we got, man. It's hard out here.
There is something that you're doing out there on the hot streets of Las Vegas that a lot of our LA natives are excited about. So what are you doing right now and outside of your brand, JB?
Outside of my brand and who I am in the city of Compton that I love so much, I picked up and moved to Las Vegas, Nevada, because I now work for the Las Vegas Raiders in the organization.
Raiders.
I am. Yes. People always ask me what I do. What are you doing? Obviously, I'm not a player.
I mean, you could be a kicker. You know, you got the shoe size for it.
Program called Raider Ambassadors, and we handle all of the public affairs and events for Raiders. So if you guys are seeing activations around the stadium or all around Nevada, honestly, or at their headquarters, we did training camp, a lot of the alumni type of events, because once a Raider, always a Raider. We do a lot of that kind of stuff. Everything that I was pretty much doing in Compton or LA as far as events go, and just hosting them and being this personality, this person that makes the people feel good and have a good time, is what I'm doing for the Raiders now. Hopefully on a larger scale one day when they see what they got.
Nice.
Let them know.
That's what I'm doing. It's been 2 seasons. It's been awesome. I love the people I work with. It's really, really fun. And it's in the realm of what I want to do while I figure out how I can, make it big. So that's what I'm doing for the Raiders.
I mean, you're already, let's be clear, because I think sometimes, and I know, some of my days are 22-hour days, just working from this to that, from the 9 to 5 to, the side hustles to the dream. And sometimes we forget to acknowledge our accomplishments in the moment. You're already, for all intents and purposes, you've already made it big. You just haven't made it as big as your vision. So so don't slight. The just is gone. The just is gone. Don't slight where you're already at. You are out here in these streets. And when you step out here in these streets, you got them kicks.
Oh, yeah.
In the corner.
Yes, I do.
She said, if I'm stepping, I'm stepping.
If I'm going to
step, I'm going to step.
If I'm a step, I'm a strut.
I'm a big stepper, okay?
So what are the grails and gems that you got for us today? Because we know you got some heat on your feet, JB.
So look, heat on the feet, I try to keep them as clean and as cool as I can all the time. When I see other people with nice shoes, I always tell them, "Ooh, I can't keep up." My holy grail of can't keep ups around my Compton Celebrity lipstick. Make sure y'all check that out. I will have to say these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are my favorites, and I'll tell you why really quickly. So here we have the, of course, classic band high tops. These are the Simpson capsule that they did. I'm a huge Lisa Simpson fan. There's a picture up here that y'all can't see, but I'm a huge Lisa Simpson fan, and these are Lisa for Presidents. These are my favorites. Bands have always been a staple in my closet since I was yay high, and I just really love this color. For those that don't know, Hodgkin's lymphoma, the cancer that I was diagnosed with, everybody has a ribbon, and pink is not it for me. It's purple. So anytime I see purple shoes, I always kind of gravitate towards those. And then they put Lisa Simpson on them, and now I just love them. So Lisa for President, y'all. Second, I would have to say, whoo, these babies here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yo.
Another Melody Ehsani favorite from me. This collaboration with Reebok. I know she's not with them now, but look, I mean, snake
She made
skin
something
wrapping
beautiful.
on a classic
Yeah.
Reebok shoe. I've had these with the seeing eye on the top and her mantra of just be on there. She always putting something special. I really, really love these shoes. I've had them for like 5 years now. I wear them all the time. I always get stopped no matter where I'm at. Man, woman, child. They want to know where I got these. And Reebok, man, classics.
Yeah.
I want to add those to the collection at some point. I really do.
I wanted her pumps, like, oh, my life. Anyway, Melody, we thank you. So another one of those when we talked about the questions, of course, these sandpaper babies here are my grails because every time I put my foot in them, I just want to slide my foot back out, put it back in, slide it back out. That satin inside is just,
They give you that Cinderella feel, you know what I mean? Like you slide into those like, and when will my chariot be arriving? Just let me know.
I'm trying to tell you. I can be behind a sneaker instead of a glass slipper. I'm cool with that. Just find me. Jesus. All right. So, next up, some that I don't think people give a lot of credit to Nike's running shoes. I run a lot. I know a lot of people don't know that about me, but I started running like 2 years ago. I do a lot of miles all the time. These are some DMS X's from Nike. I don't know a lot about them. I just got them on the sneaker store that they got in Venice Beach. Okay. That's like that everybody goes to now. Oh my God, I can't think of it.
S&S?
From London. Say it again.
S&S?
Yes. So they have some amazing, I never seen classic shoes type stuff, like some really out the box, whoa, what are those type of shoes?
Yeah.
These were those for me. And I really wanted a running shoe. I swear by these. They are very comfortable. They help me on rocks, grass, gravel, in this heat. I fucks with them. And they're my favorite colors, black and red. Any type of colorway that's black and red, I'm probably going to get them. Nice. Last but not least, other than Nike SBs, the Nike Presto. Oh my God.
Where's some Presto lovers over here?
Yes. Michael's favorite shoes. The Presto for me, just from the beginning of when they had like the plastic shells on the top of this, I mean, these have gone through so many changes. And again, with the black and red colorway, I always gravitate towards. I never really see a lot of people with these. They are the most comfortable shoes, the most long lasting, the dopest colorways that they could possibly think of. Nike always gets me when they want you to customize, but for some reason they come out with the great ones. I really love a comfortable shoe, a stylish shoe that can kind of go with anything. You can run in these. You can, swag these out. Those are my grails, y'all. Those are my grails. I love them.
It's funny that you saved that for last. And the truth of the matter is, as much, and I love sneakers. I rarely even show like my collection outside of what ends up on the wall, but I love collecting and a variety of shoes. But I kind of feel, outside of just coming from a family that believes in when you step out, you step out. Starting probably with my grandma and my grandpa, and it just went on from there. But I probably I'd have to say my collection probably started with TIFF, with hand-me-downs. Like one of my favorite shoes growing up was a pair of your old Prestos. They had this blue and white cloudy tie-dye effect. Okay. And it had a red swoosh. And I wore those until the strap on the inside, the plastic, broke off one day. I saw they were wearing out, and I was like, nah, we hold on to these, baby.
Prestos at one point were genuinely like some of the only shoes I wore because I had some issues with my feet at a certain time. So I had like the hard orthotic,
really passe,
but like the orthotic supports from the doctor stuff, and they're super hard, and you're trying to walk in it.
Oh yeah, we flat-footed too.
And it's like my grandma, when she realized that these shoes actually, when I put the support thing in my shoe and everything. The Prestos, they were comfortable. I can walk. I wasn't hurt.
1,000%.
And literally,
Same
I'm
thing.
getting new Prestos back to back,
Yeah.
all the colorways.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is love.
This is the
So,
shoe.
yeah,
And that definitely happened to me too, man. Like my granny, same thing. She was like, well, Prestos, I have you.
Yeah.
You know, I was literally rolling cans under my feet because they were so flat. And it would hurt me intensely to wear different types of shoes. And Prestos for sure really helped with that. So I feel you on that.
Crazy.
For sure.
So for all of our people that watch and they're like, I appreciate the shoes you guys are talking about, but they don't work for me. Listen, Prestos don't have the hype they deserve, but they are fire, and they are some of the most comfortable shoes that you'd put on your feet. They're snug, they're secure, they've got air, they're breathable. Definitely gone ahead and cop a pair. Unfortunately, they just started coming out again, and as JB said, you could get them in the ID, so make sure you cop a pair. And make sure that you guys come right back after this commercial, because we're about to get into one of our favorite topics, which is, damn, they got me. They got me. Stay tuned.
Compton Mania Breakdown.
At Compton Mania Anniversary, the MFM, the Compton Mania champion, Rancho Camacho, defends against the Pinoy Prince, Manny Mars. Rancho Camacho, the MFM, with his athleticism, lucha libre training, and creativity in the ring, he looks to stand tall in yet another title defense. But the Pinoy Prince, Manny Mars, with his tactics of deception and his Pinoy strong style, he looks to defeat the champion. It's Compton Mania Anniversary, the MFM Compton Mania Championship match.
This was the Compton Mania Breakdown.
And we are back with a crowd favorite segment, which is, again, damn, they got me. So, everybody has experienced something at some point in the sneaker community where things just either didn't add up, or you got your hopes up and you ended up falling flat on your face. So, JB, you're our guest. Have you had a damn they got me experience? Hey, buddy, I see you.
That's my child, y'all. Absolutely. What? Oh my God. I'm going to tell you how embarrassing it was for me to think that I was going to get some Jordan breads on eBay for $80. Look,
Yo.
$80?
before y'all get on my head, I was new to what this whole pricing system was about shoes. I'm used to seeing these shoes in the East Bay book. You know what I'm saying? Again,
Right. Shout out.
Being my favorite colorway of things, how they go. And the breads, come on, man. Jordans are not my favorite shoe by far, but those are. You know? So I was like, oh my God, this seller is great, blah, 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 blah. I get the shoes. When I tell y'all, first of all, the box, I don't know. I mean, I know men are getting pregnant online all of a sudden now, but the Jordan on that box was for sure at least about 5 or 6 months pregnant.
It was second trimester.
It was Shaq. It was Shaq Spring.
It was Shaq today, too.
Right.
What the heck? Like, I opened the box. I'm like, okay. Well, maybe it's just the box that's crazy. Maybe it's just the box that's crazy. I open up the box. There's some paper on top. I'm like, okay, at least they wrapping for me, you know? I undo the paper. As soon as I look at those shoes, I said, damn, they got me. Because I don't know what 3-year-old put those shoes together, but I lifted them up and I was just immediately saddened by how much money I'm sure that I wasted. And then, of course, hitting them back like these are clearly fake. They were acting like they weren't. I'm sending them back. I want my money back. I ended up sending the shoes back, and they did send my money back. But I don't care. My heart is already saddened by this hypocrisy of what this was supposed to be.
Especially when it's your grail, when it's like one of your grail shoes.
Come on now. Everybody wants the bread. My mama got the bread. I don't have bread. And I put the information on Facebook before I even did it because I knew. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all ain't ready for what's coming in the mail.
You wrote that these were going to be fake. Like, you telling me after the fact, hater, you just mad because I was getting some, I was asking for your help. You didn't help me.
Right.
So, it is what it is, but that's what show was like, wow, these are embarrassing. My sister was laughing at me, like, it was wild.
That's rough. That is...
Is that our
rough.
Second $80 story? Is that the red flag number?
Yeah, that's the gotcha.
It's the price that's it's high, but it's I'll pay that though. You know what I mean? I know. I'm more acclimated now. I understand now.
But you gotta live and you learn. And we've had a guest who got worked off of some 3K fakes. So yeah.
Ooh.
So 80.
As much as I hate that story, I did come up on some shoes before too that were real. I wanted the all red Hirachis. Mm-hmm. I feel like those were super hard to come by at one point in time. And I was working at the bank, and this guy came up, and I was like, well, how are you depositing all this money all the time? Yeah, basically trying to say something about shoes. What do you do? I'm a reseller. I said, oh.
What you got?
No red Hirachis, though. He said, actually, I have a size 10 in the car. I said, you're lying. He's like, yeah, one pair. I said, how much are they? I'll give them to you for $100. At that time, those particular red Hirachis, they had the silk on the toe. I was like, oh, hold on. I sure did take my little break at that bank and got those shoes. Still got them. Those are my babies. I'm hiking those. Those are my shoes. Anyway, I had to make up for the loss.
Shout out to the Hirachis.
Yeah, Hirachis.
Shout out to the Hirachis.
Hirachis, definitely. I just got the Air Hirachi Moabs that just popped out, the old school Tinkers that just came back out.
Can you please tell me what Hirachi is the easiest to put on? Because I cannot stand
listen, my husband and I have no children, but I have a feeling that putting that shoe on and taking it off was a simulation of childbirth. Cause I be sliding my foot in like that is how it works. But they're comfortable once you get them on. But the boots are no joke. No. They're no joke.
No joke. Please, they need a disclaimer and a little paper or something when you get them mugs. Like, do not have nails on. Definitely use your loop in the back if you got one.
You need the pull tab for sure.
Come on, man. I gotta pay all this money to really huff up and blow my house down and get this shoe on.
You break it out of fresh sweat. Like, I don't even go nowhere no more.
Like, I don't know about, I don't mean I get too graphic, but yeah, man. I hate it.
Yo, I don't know. I almost feel like that might even constitute as one of your canceled cops because we love talking about the heat. We love talking about the history, the faves, but there's a lot of shoes that drop that just never should have.
Yeah,
if we're being real, creativity be damned. Everybody needs what I like to call, disclaimer, this is a special type of cursing, a non-nigga in the room. Yeah. Everybody needs a non-nigga in the room. And brands forget to hire the person who listens and watches when they start unveiling the concepts and goes, Nah, that ain't it. That ain't it. Everybody needs a non-nigga in their group. I tend to be the one.
Yeah.
But that is what gave birth to canceled cops. Cops that never should have dropped. So we want to lock them up once and for all. Are there any shoes that are even dropping soon or, definitely in our lifetime that you've seen that should have gone ahead and got locked up from conception?
I'm so afraid to say, because what if this becomes a deal one day and they go back and look at the archives like, you ConnoiShoer saying he was horrible. So look, don't quote me, okay? But I personally,
we'll blur out your face for this part. We'll blur out your face for this part. Don't worry.
Okay, please. And Jayy, my boy, I need a distorted voice too.
Right. I really don't appreciate when these people decide to collab with artists that are not like creative in the shoe area. Travis Scott, I'm sorry. I see the face. I don't think they're cute. I don't care what he comes out with. I don't care if it's the Happy Meal. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. It's not him. I don't like his creativity. It's not my cup of tea. I try. I give him a chance. And just those Cactus Jacks, it's just not for me. It's just not. I hate to say it, but I hate them. I do. I just be like, these are awful shoes. And he has some that's coming out. They just dropped like 3 that he has coming out. I don't even register it online anymore because I try and they fail me every time. So no, Travis Scott, I'm not okay with a lot of these collaborations that they have with artists just because the sake of their artists. So we can swing herself right on. I know they got to give her something else. Oh, Cardi B. I'm a huge Cardi B fan. Her shoes that came out of Reebok, all of them, trash. All of them. I don't care if you deliver them to me in a gold mouth. The tongue coming out with it. You know what I'm saying?
I love how they're sending the shoes now. It's awesome, but give me something else. Those things are terrible.
Listen.
Terrible. Put them back in the mouth.
Listen, since you threw yourself before the altar, I may as well join you because
Thank you.
I'm going to be honest, these shoes haven't dropped yet, but in my opinion, the Billie Eilish Jordan collab, I hate them. I hate them both.
What?
I hate them both. I hate the 15s.
Lime green and like the sandstone. Are those 14s? I don't know what those are.
They're 15s. I'll take these. I'll take these instead. I don't want those 15s. This is the same color that's coming out, but it doesn't have this coming out like that. I don't want them. So
yeah, I hear you.
I'm cool on those.
Those are nice, but I hear you.
Listen, everybody has their opinions. I don't like them. I don't want them. I don't know why they came out, but you know,
but do you see now that you brought that shoe out? Look, I'm leaning over like, hold on now. Do you see that Billie? And I know this is kind of her motif as far as the like neon green go, but just me and my pop culture look and what this visual. These shoes, they have the sand kind of color and that green, and then they just give her 2 shoes that kind of separate them.
Oh, it's definitely a mesh of the two.
That this is what people are kind of gravitating towards, these more neon, bolder colors. Very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, and I like the AJKOs. Like I rock with them. When they just did the Chicago colorway, I was trying to grab them. I love them. I just personally wouldn't rock a 100% lime green Jordan 1.
I hear you.
That's a hard sell for me, and I don't like Jordan 15s. So it's a hard sell. I love earth tones. Like I said, I got these. But those for me are a hard no, and I know that people are going to have their opinions, and that's what they are.
Okay.
Opinions.
Yeah,
so
opinions. Okay.
I gave you mine, give me your, the Travis Scott. That's a hard one. There's a couple that aren't bad.
I stand behind, and I'm glad to hear someone say it. I 100% stand behind that statement with the Travis Scotts. I feel that the lack of creativity and even the shoes, the couple that came out and they're a little bit like, okay, it has a little bit more going on and this and that. It's like, I just don't feel like that little bit justifies the price difference in resale. I don't think that they justify putting that do something right.
Again,
do something. So
the
I
great,
100% agree.
The great prophet Usher said, if you gonna do it, do it. So listen, you know, that's the thing. And I will say Travis Scott and it's interesting when I see what he wears on foot, you know that this is a man, like, he loves a vintage Nike. He knows his shoes. His SB game is ridiculous. There's been a couple that, like, you know, I didn't mind, but it wasn't, there's no Travis Scott I've been pressed about. The only thing I really want is a sample Jordan 1 that's never gonna come out that he did and that the shoe surgeon freaked, and I would love those.
But that shoe is not what it is simply because it's a Travis Scott or because it's the shoe surgeon. The shoe is what it is because of all of the creativity, because of all of the thought process that you can look at it and say, wow, that made me think, that drew me in. So a name by itself, okay.
Nah.
You know? Okay.
Until I come out with my collaboration, you know what I'm saying? One of these days, you feel me?
Listen.
I've been on a couple Nike panels. They know what's up, but
tell them, Ted, just sneak your girl's name in, because I ain't gonna lie. I've had some folks, I'm really big on TIFF customizes by hand. I design sneakers. And so we had that's our thing. So I'm always like putting stuff together, and anytime I find a good ID that I can freak with some great materials, then I mess with some unique colorways. Like I said, Tiff's a beast, just hand drawn, doing her thing, giving textures and everything with customizing.
Wow.
And so I'm like, we're out here.
My mommy free time.
Look, I honestly feel like you guys doing the show, me doing the things that I do, and just everybody kind of really, really, really taking this entrepreneurial spirit and like flourishing with it. Some people not so much. Some people do feel it's not really in them. They just kind of following. But we are really like taking it to another level. And I feel like in my soul, you guys, like our time is going to come. It's going to be a point where people that don't really love this is going to show, one.
Yeah.
Two, it's going to be a time where they just phase out, and it's time for some more people to kind of rise up and bring their stuff. So as long as we do like Nipsey say, and we make sure that our preparation meets with that opportunity, we own. So I can't wait to see what else we come up with and what else we do.
I almost want to end the episode there, but I need people to know where they can find you, what's coming up, and how they can join the world of JB. So what's going on?
All right, what's going good, Josh? Your girl, JB. You can find me, other than this episode of Awesome, the ConnoiShoer, you can find me on Instagram at more2, JAYBEE, more to JB. There's more to me than what you see. You can also find my brand, Compton Celebrity, at Compton Celebrity on Instagram as well. I am revamping, making sure we got something new and fresh for you. Like I said, we got a lot of entrepreneurs out here. I'm trying to make it way more innovative. So just give me a second. Everybody, somebody with a Compton Celebrity. Coming up, I will be hosting the 5th annual Masquerade Gala for Children Striving Together. That's a nonprofit that I work with a lot. It's my 5th year hosting that, so shout out to Chrissy, the CEO. It's a youth opportunity for them to learn some hands-on things in life and loving each other. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about community and caring. So that is on October 29th in Huntington Beach. Tickets are out now, $100. VIP for $130. Come see me, be fly, be dressed, and donate some money to the youth. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I'll be in the city of Las Vegas handling these events as much as I can, being a Raider fan, and just, being a black girl in America, trying to make it work. You know what I'm saying? That's me.
That's not hard enough.
Man, it is.
Listen, if nobody told you today, this week, doesn't tell you tomorrow, next month, or at the end of the year, you out here doing it, JB.
Man.
Thank
You
you
are
so much.
out here doing it, like real talk. So we're excited, man. We're excited. And on that note, Tiff, you know what time it is. Let them know.
Come back.
Wait. What?
To the ConnoiShoer, you, definitely you, JB. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming today, and for everybody, come back.
Come back.
So that's why I gotta
ConnoiShoer in the building.
see my soul, you see my shoes.
We
So
are
that's why I gotta
ConnoiShoer in the
see
building.
my soul, you see my shoes.
We
So
are
that's why I gotta
ConnoiShoer in the
see
building.
my soul, you see my shoes.
We
So
are
that's why I gotta
ConnoiShoer in the
see
building.
my soul, you see my shoes.
We are. I got the custom kicks with custom flips. Stepping outside on some custom ish. Ooh, I'm just telling, shoestrings so cold. I caught a felon. I got the